Hi, my name is Kathy Roberts. I'm the Tidy Tutor, and we are working together in a room that has been cleaned out, kind of. All the furniture has been removed in here, and I'm setting it up to be my office. So we're working together. If you have a room that is semi-empty, that you want to make be something that's usable because you got it as real estate, then that's what we're going to do now, okay? So let's get started.
But before we get started, if you have been with me for a while, you will notice that I am tackling this room in a different way than I have other rooms that we've discussed. The reason for that is because this room lacks the overwhelm of what we usually work on. There are some rules that I apply to taking care of a really messy room. I use a timer, I have some handy anti-sidetracking tools along with me, and I don't leave the room with any items that belong outside that room until the timer goes off. To get a brief tutorial on how to tackle rooms when we're overwhelmed, there's a link that you can click and you can get a pretty good idea of what I'm talking about from this video that you can click on. But the room that we're working on here lacks the overwhelm that we're faced with most of the time. It's not like this room where we would really need to have some rules and take things one step at a time methodically so that we can get it cleaned up without going on a drinking binge, if you know what I mean. I like to go with the fun factor because if it isn't fun, we don't want to do it. Now, this room in this video has very few items in it, and so we would have a different perspective moving forward with it. It was my daughter Emily's room that she moved out of into another room in the house. There's a closet full of clothes and some furniture items left there with some debris, but not much. And then I added a piece of furniture or two in the room while it was empty. So while it is not cleaned up, it has elements that allow us to work on one section at a time and get the wow factor that gets us happy. It's all about happy. I just wanted to be clear so that I didn't confuse anyone where it would appear that the rules changed. In a nutshell, if you have a room that needs to be set up and cleaned out, but is not overwhelming, here is a good way to do it. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go around the room and gather things and put them in like a pile. You're going to have things that belong in certain sections of the house. So, you know, like here I have a purse that goes in one place, a picture frame that goes in another, some papers that go somewhere else, some clothes that go somewhere else. And so I'm going to put them in a pile, so you do that too. Now that you've done that, you can begin to disperse them, okay? So you want to take some things out of the room. Take one section of a pile that you know belongs somewhere in the house. Now take another section of the pile that belongs somewhere in the house and continue on that way with something else and something else until everything that doesn't belong in that room anymore is out of it. Okay, so now that you've done that, what we have to do is we have to sweep the floor up, you know, throw out the garbage that we swept up, and then, you know, mop or vacuum, depending on your floor surface. Do it now. Okay, so now that that is done, we're going to deal with other things that have to be dealt with in this room.
Okay, so what we're doing now is, you know, I can't clean out this closet yet until the closet upstairs is cleaned out where I'm bringing this stuff to. But I can clean up the floor area because I have an air conditioner that goes in this room, and it's really recommended if you can, and you have air conditioners like we do up in the Northeast. The air conditioner that goes in the room, if you can, keep the air conditioner in the closet that that air conditioner belongs in. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take the air conditioner and I'm going to put it in the bottom of the closet, and then whatever's in the closet that's on the floor, I'll bring in the room that it's going to go to. And then I'm going to take care of things that were in the surfaces. In this room, I did things a little bit backwards, whereas I worked from one end to the other and from the floor. And the reason for that is because there really were no surfaces in here. All of the furniture had been removed. Now there's just a radiator with something on it, and I'll work on that now, okay? Okay, so I'm showing you some of my before and afters of what I got done. You know, I got the air conditioner and I straightened out that area outside of the closet. I put the air conditioner inside of the closet after I cleaned out the floor part of the closet. I'm not able to remove the things from the closet, but if you have a closet in the room that you're working on, you'll want to make sure that you do that, you know, spruce up that closet, whatever it is that you have to do to it. You want to take care of anything that you have. If there's any surface that you still have in there and there's some stuff on it, you want to take care of that. And then, you know, I'm also showing you how I did my furniture placement, the before and after of where things were before and what I made of it now. And so that's something that you're also going to want to do. Take some furniture and place it the way you want it to be. So we did together a room that needed to be repurposed and was a wreck, but not a big disaster, not very overwhelming. And so we did that together. I hope that you know, you got some stuff done, and if you have, I would love to hear from you and maybe get some pictures and see some of your before and afters. That would be wonderful. Please go to my website, thetidytutor.com, if you haven't already, and put in your name and email. You'll get 1 tip a day for 10 days that will absolutely rock your world. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and email me. I'd love to hear from you. Kathy at thetidytutor.com.